Hi, here's my review for The Boy at the Door by Alex Dahl. I'll just briefly say, wow, that's all I'm going to say for the moment. Here is the blurb. This riveting psychological suspense debut by Alex Dahl asks the question, how far would you go to hold on to what you have? Cecilia Wilborg has it all, a loving husband, two beautiful daughters, and a gorgeous home in an affluent Norwegian suburb. And she works hard to keep it all together, too hard. There is no room for mistakes in her life. Even taking home a little boy whose parents forgot to pick him up at the pool can put a crimp in Cecilia's carefully planned schedule, especially when she arrives at the address she was given and finds an empty, abandoned home. There is nothing for Cecilia to do but to take the boy home with her, never realizing that soon his quiet presence and knowing eyes will trigger unwelcome memories from her past and unravel her meticulously crafted life. Okay, what are my thoughts? The first thing that I'll say are there are three characters that you're going to think about in this book, and they may nag you for a while. We'll start off with young Tobias. He's 8 years old, he's at a pool after a swim class, and there's nobody to take him home. Cecilia is there with her two daughters, and somebody pleads with her to please take the boy home, give him a ride home. Cecilia reluctantly agrees, and when she does, the house is abandoned, empty. No parents, no home, no family, nothing. So she feels the only thing she can do is at least take the boy home for the night and drop him off at school the next day. Well, little does she know that once this happens, everything in her life was about to change. So we've talked about Tobias, we briefly mentioned Cecilia, then there's a third character that's introduced to us. Her name is Annika, or Annie, as she is referred to in the story. This story is delivered to us in three narratives. We get Tobias's point of view, Annika's point of view, and Cecilia's point of view. When it comes to Tobias, there are things that we learn about him, that he has secrets and things about his past, things that he even knows about. The question is, how can such an young 8-year-old child know such things and keep such secrets? Then there is Cecilia, who is pretty much the primary character in the story. This woman is living the life of lies. Every lie that she tells creates a bigger lie and a bigger lie and a bigger lie, caked one on top of another. We're introduced to Annika. Who is she? What was so dark about her story? What connection did she have with Tobias? Furthermore, what connection did she have with Cecilia, if any at all? Now, it's very easy to see what you're going to like in the story and what you're not going to like in the story. Here's what you're going to like. You're going to like this little guy, Tobias. How can you not? He's just an 8-year-old kid. As far as I was concerned, as I was reading, I thought a lot about Cecilia's two daughters. There may be things about them that I would have liked to know. So they're innocent, so what about them? What about Cecilia herself? Why is she a woman who has her life designed around lies? Johan, Cecilia's husband, he's apparently a very loving guy, but we don't get a lot about him, at least I didn't. Then there's Annika. Again, what is it about Annika? Okay, now, those are things that you're going to have a mix-up of what you like and what you don't like. Now, I find it hard to imagine, honestly, that this was a debut story. This was a very well craftily written story. It was dark, it was mesmerizing, difficult to put down. It wasn't a story that you love, but it wasn't a story that you hate. Why is such a book that I may not love draw me in? Well, that's the kick of it, right? It's the craft of the author. It's what she gave to me. Well, I listened to this book twice. The first half in one listen on Audible, and the second half in a second listen. If I didn't need sleep, I would have just listened to it straight the whole way through. I experienced a lot of emotions in this story: anger, sadness, a little happiness, frustration, things of that nature. It's a character-driven story. You are drawn into these characters. Some you can connect with, some you can't. Some situations you may find implausible, some that you may find plausible. And then there is the conclusion. Wow, could I get there fast enough? What took so long? No, I don't mean what took so long as far as the story went too long. I don't mean that at all. What I mean is I needed to know what was going to happen. What was going to happen. But that's about it. That's all I can say. I'll say again, this was a debut author. Her name is Alex Dahl. She's fantastic. She's a very, very good writer. I can't wait to see what else she has to offer us because she's got some stuff going on. I'm going to link this book in the description below. It will have a link to the Amazon account that I am associated with. And as an affiliate, there will be a few pennies if you should purchase the book via this link that will go towards my future library, but it will not affect your pocketbook at all. However, it is something that is necessary for me to mention. But that's it. Alex Dowles, A Boy at the Door. I don't think you want to miss this one. If you like dark stories, I give you one right here. A dark Scandinavian story. Yep, read it. You'll love it. All right. Thank you for your time. Bye-bye.